He was 39 years old, a shoulder injury doctors said would end him, and a captain his own board had tried to sack. That day, in March 1992, he lifted the Cricket World Cup at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in front of 87,182 people. How does a man branded a playboy in London's nightclubs, a bowler told he would never bowl fast again, walk out at the MCG and outfox England in a final? The answer starts with a torn shoulder. A dream about a cornered tiger and one team meeting nobody wanted to attend. In the next few minutes, you'll see the Oxford student who charmed high society, the fast bowler who reinvented reverse swing, and moment number 3, the collapse against England in Adelaide that nearly ended Pakistan's tournament before it began. If you love cricket's greatest stories told like history, subscribe to Cricket Chronicles, new legends, every week. Because what happened next rewrote what a captain could be. Chapter 1. Lahore, 1952. Imran Ahmed Khan Niazi is born into a well-off Pashtun family with cricket already in the blood. His cousins are Javed Burki and Majid Khan, both future test captains of Pakistan. From the moment he can hold a bat, cricket is not a hobby. It is an inheritance. He is sent to Aitchison College, then to the Royal Grammar School in Worcester, and finally to Keble College, Oxford. On paper, it is a privileged path. On the field, it is something stranger. A tall, awkward teenager with a suspect action, making his test debut against England at Edgbaston in 1971 at just 18, and being quietly written off. He takes no wickets. He barely bats. The English press call him raw. Some Pakistani selectors call him a passenger. He goes home wondering if the family name is the only reason he was ever picked. Chapter 2. Then comes the reinvention. Between 1971 and 1976, at Oxford and at Worcestershire, Imran rebuilds his bowling action from the ground up. He studies Dennis Lillee. He lengthens his run-up. He learns to leap higher at the crease, to load his shoulder like a spring. By the time Pakistan tour Australia in 1976-77, he is a different bowler. At Sydney, he takes 12 wickets in a test match against Australia. Suddenly, the cousin who got picked on family credit is the fastest thing Pakistan has ever produced. And off the field, another story is being written. London tabloids photograph him at Tramp, at Annabelle's, dining with actresses and heiresses. He is called the Lion of Lahore in the sports pages and something less flattering on page 6. Imran, for his part, refuses to apologize for either life. Chapter 3. In 1982, at just 29, he is handed the Pakistan captaincy. What follows is astonishing. He leads Pakistan to their first Test series win in England in 1987. He leads them to their first Test series win in India that same decade. He takes 362 Test wickets and scores 3,807 Test runs, one of only a handful of true all-rounders in history. And then in 1983, disaster. A stress fracture in his left shin. He does not bowl in a test match for over 2 years. Doctors tell him privately he may never bowl fast again. He is 31, at his peak, and watching the game from the boundary. Most players would retire. Imran refuses. He rehabilitates in silence and returns. Chapter 4. But the promise we made you was Adelaide, 1992, and here it is. Pakistan arrive at the 5th World Cup as underdogs. Imran is 39. His shoulder is torn. The Pakistan Cricket Board has already tried to remove him as captain once. In the group stage, they are bowled out for 74 by England at Adelaide Oval. 74. They should be out of the tournament. The only reason they survive is rain. The match is washed out, and Pakistan take a single undeserved point. In the dressing room that night, according to teammates, Imran does not shout. He does not blame. He walks in wearing a white t-shirt with a tiger on the chest, and tells his players they must fight like a cornered tiger, with nothing to lose. That phrase becomes a mantra. It also becomes a myth. Chapter 5. From that point, Pakistan do not lose again. They beat Australia. They beat New Zealand, who had been the team of the tournament, in the semi-final at Auckland, thanks to a young Inzamam-ul-Haq smashing 60 from 37 balls. And on the 25th of March 1992, at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, they meet England in the final. Imran wins the toss. He does something almost no captain would do. He promotes himself to open the innings, at 39, with a torn shoulder, and bats through the early overs like a man buying time for history. He scores 72. Javed Miandad grinds out 58. Wasim Akram later produces two of the most famous deliveries in one-day cricket, bowling Alan Lamb and Chris Lewis in consecutive balls. Pakistan win by 22 runs. Imran lifts the trophy, and in his speech thanks not his team first, but his cancer hospital project. Chapter 6. Because that is the twist nobody expected. The playboy of Tramp nightclub, the man of the tabloids, had spent the tournament thinking about his mother, Shaukat Khanum, who had died of cancer in 1985 in a country where cancer treatment for the poor barely existed. Within 2 years of that MCG night, he opens the Shaukat Khanum Memorial Cancer Hospital in Lahore, funded largely by donations he personally solicits. He retires from cricket, he enters politics, he is mocked for a decade then, eventually, elected Prime Minister of Pakistan in 2018. Cricket for him was never the ending, it was the platform. Chapter 7. And so the question we opened with, how does a written-off, 39-year-old captain with a torn shoulder win a World Cup? The answer is not talent, though he had it. It is not luck, though rain saved him once. It is a refusal, across 21 years, to accept anyone else's verdict on who he was. Not the selectors in 1971, not the doctors in 1983, not the board in 1992. The cornered tiger was not a slogan. It was a life. If this story moved you, subscribe to Cricket Chronicles and ring the bell. Next week, the untold story of the 1999 World Cup semi-final tie that broke South Africa's heart. You do not want to miss it.